Hello and welcome to our quick overview of this website and the steps that we're recommending for you to follow if you want to respond to an impervious cover TMDL or another impervious cover regulation, or just want to get a handle on the effects of impervious cover in your community. We're going to use this slightly suspect diagram of a road followed to an end to make our point here, for better or for worse. So step one, very quickly, to develop accurate information about impervious cover. You need this to be able to track what the impacts are and how you're doing in terms of progress. Step two is that you also need to know where that impervious cover is draining to. And so you can start to map drainage patterns. We have some tips and techniques for you and some online tools, and help you determine how much of that impervious cover is connected to the stormwater system and is a problem, and how much is disconnected and may not be such a big problem. Step three is to make yourself aware of all the various options for stormwater management. These site-level practices are often called low-impact development, LID, or green infrastructure practices, from green roofs to pervious pavers to rain gardens, etc. There's a lot out there. We've got a lot of videos and photos for you, mostly taken from our work on the Yukon campus, that can make you familiar with these. Step four is really to determine a list of potential projects, see which ones give you the most bang for the buck or the most impervious cover removal for the buck. And this is a technical step, and you may or may not be able to do it by yourself, but at least we'll give you some information to help you be able to attack that problem. Step five, everyone's favorite, writing a plan. Well, in our case, we think that management plans don't have to be 500-page monstrosities to be effective. This is actually 20 pages long. It's our management plan for the Eagleville Brook ICTMDL. And the plan really does two things. First, it guides implementation on the ground. If you have that priority list, and you can talk a little bit about where they are and how much they might cost and other things, you can start to get off the ground quickly in terms of creating opportunities for yourself. And then secondly, really to control the impact of impervious cover into the future, you really have to go through your plans and regulations and make sure that they're friendly to low impact development techniques. And here you can see a Planning and Zoning Commission that's very excited about the prospects of doing this. Second to last, tracking progress and evaluating impact. One of the good things about impervious cover TMDL is that it does have a fairly easy way to measure it in terms of impervious cover that's been disconnected. And we have a handy dandy spreadsheet for you that you can use to do that, and some other information. And then lastly, really it will help you and the community if you use this exercise to also take the opportunity to educate your citizens. So here we have a completely riveted local audience at the town meeting. And they may or may not be very interested in or knowledgeable about the difference between disconnected and connected impervious cover, but they might get pretty excited about the prospects of green roofs and rain gardens and porous pavements and other things. At least that's been our experience in the NEMO program. So hopefully that will get you to your journey's end or close to it. I don't know what that red helicopter is all about, but I do know that we're looking for, of course, cleaner water and waterways. And you'll find that a lot of these LID and green infrastructure solutions also make it a more livable community in other ways other than just environmentally. And of course, last but not least, you want to make your regulatory agency happy. So that's it. We have a lot of tools and advice and recommendations on our website, and we hope you'll enjoy knocking around it and getting some ideas.